The Ford Maverick. 2025 is a highly sought-after truck due to its affordability. That pickup truck that many are looking at as an option they couldn't afford before. A Ford F-150 or the Silverado or the Ram 1500, the highly sought-after Ford Maverick offers pickup functionality and has undergone significant updates for 2025. And I'm going to tell you about each one of them and give you solid and convincing reasons why you should consider the Maverick. If you're thinking about a compact pickup truck, or even something like a Honda Ridgeline or a Hyundai Santa Cruz, welcome, Ford. I was invited to an exclusive presentation in a private studio in Michigan, showcasing 3 covered versions of the Maverick, the Lariat, the XLT, and the Tremor. All right, let's start with the Lariat version of the new Ford Maverick. And the first thing we're obviously going to notice is the change that's been made to the front headlights. Now, these are headlights that are much more in line with the brand's identity itself. Pardon the redundancy of the Ford F-150. Now they have the inverted L in a LED daytime running light configuration. And we see the LED projector headlight, also there, quite different from the previous one's C shape. And we also see a front grille that has been modified. It's a bit wider, more functional, and watch out. The new Ford logo, initially unveiled on the Ford F-150, has now been incorporated into the Ford Maverick as well. In 2025, functionality-related design also changes. Of the front bumper to allow more airflow. Metallic tones, clearly plastic, are also added. Functionality is absent. Let's remember that we're looking at the Lariat version of the Ford Maverick. In terms of the wheel design, it has also received a small update. We have 19-inch wheels here. The mirror has a 2-tone black finish, with the green harmonizing with this black color, and a camera for a 360-degree view in the Lariat model. Let's go to the interior, and here inside is where we're going to see some of the main changes. We have a screen. Larger. This screen is similar, let's say, to what the new Ford Escape has, for example. A rectangular screen. More digital presence. Another new feature in the cabin is that it will come with wireless Apple CarPlay, as well as Android Auto, which are projected onto this larger 13.2-inch touchscreen. The rest closely resembles the current 2023-2024 model in the Maverick style. This comes off. Yes, they added wireless charging for the cell phone, I repeat, in the Lariat version. And nothing changes here. About the circular selector for the transmission, we have a continuously variable transmission. Here is the transmission for this model of the Maverick. And a button for traction control, emergency brake, electric. Your cup holders, basically the center console, doesn't change much. They've added a little color here on the air conditioning vents. That's what I can show you about the interior. The seats here also get a small update for the Lariat model, the 2025 model. It says Maverick. Here, the center console, or part of the center console, is a pretty deep storage area. And here we have some additional storage space. This is so you can see what awaits you in that upcoming 2025 Ford Maverick. The door panel remains unchanged, featuring functionality to place a thermos and a couple of cups, which stays the same. Yes, it's a contemporary design like the one they introduced when they launched it in 2022. At the wheelbase level, nothing changes. It's simply a design change. Here and in the presentation of some of the controls, in what is the second row of seats of this Ford Maverick, they've added more functionality here. Look at this box. Let's open it here so you can see, because you already have this extension of the box. As an additional accessory, which looks really good in black, it has the logo integrated. You're going to have this, and you'll also have the option to keep it in your box, which has several tie-down points. The rails let you hang or put accessories here, like a kayak, fun accessories for camping and different points. Tie-down points, electricity. We also have a regular outlet here and a light, so when you're in the dark, you have the possibility to see what you put here. In this box, the dimensions of the box itself don't change at all. We have this here, which is a small compartment. I'm speaking to you pretty quickly because we're sharing the stage with several journalists who are working over there. I see Al Vasquez making his videos, so I have to be quick and get straight to the point. Nothing here is rehearsed at all, and I'm showing it to you, just as they presented it to us. Here are the links for the towing capacity. At the power level, we have a slight change. we're going to find 191 horsepower here and 155 pound-feet of torque. This engine is coupled to a continuously variable transmission. That's something important. The engine layout is appealing. It's a 4-cylinder hybrid setup that's very easy to work on. That's the engine of your Maverick 2025. And something important related to the engine is that in the Maverick, the hybrid is the standard engine, but you also have the other engine that's not hybrid. 2.0 liters, with a power of 238 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque, with an 8-speed automatic transmission. But the biggest update and the #1 request from owners is the addition of a hybrid model with all-wheel drive. The hybrid now has all-wheel drive and will be available in the XL, XLT, and Lariat versions. Completing the rear section, we also have a light here, and here you can lock the tailgate with a key. The headlights have been slightly updated. They look good and match the vehicle's design very well. And this is the presentation of the 2025 Ford Maverick, the Lariat version. But now let's talk about this one, the XLT, one of the most affordable ones. And we also see the difference in the front grille. This front grille is actually very similar. The grille of the Ford Maverick XLT is very similar to the Lariat's. The headlights are quite similar to the previous model version, as seen in their configuration, from 2024 and earlier, which are the same ones that came out in that first generation of the Maverick from 2023. Here it's nicer in this Maverick Lariat with the LED daytime running light. Here we do have traditional halogen lights, but the design also changed compared to the previous Maverick. And below, we also have a change in the presentation itself. The presentation of the bumper itself, of the front bumper and recovery hooks. The design in black, combined with another color, is important and unique, and it has been updated for the Maverick XLT. We also have a new design in the rims for these tires, 19-inch rims. And the interior of the XLT also features, it's very similar to the Lariat over there. Inside the XLT, we will find the screen that has been enlarged. It has been widened. Digital screen. The updates align with Ford's approach for most models, including a minor dashboard refresh. Cloth seats are used for the remaining materials. This is the cheapest model, and nothing changes here compared to the previous model. What it has are some colors, some different seats they've added to make it look more attractive, but it's still the same. Circular control for the continuously variable transmission. The second row of seats remains the same. And the box, with the same functionality we have so you can put your boards in there. In the Ford Maverick XLT, you have storage spaces. A regular outlet, LED here and there, you see that configuration, which will be very useful for those who want a pickup truck. It's functionality without having to break the bank. And now let's take a look at the Tremor. In theory, you can take this one off-road. And not just in theory, but in practice too. Look at the rims, the tires, they're off-road tires. With those tires, you get good grip. You also have the suspension, which has been calibrated precisely so you can take it on uneven terrain. Here we have a pretty nice design. Check out the lower part here on the doors. We have this graphic part of it here. Well, no, this isn't protection in plastic tone, but in black tone, following the interior's outline. So let's take a look at the classic Tremor feature, which is that orange color you see there. Really nice in the seat detailing. Here you do find a combination of materials. The center console doesn't change in any of the versions. And this is the second row of the Tremor, which also doesn't change in terms of dimensions, but it does have some aesthetic changes like the screen and the dashboard, with some technology integrations. And in terms of digital features, from the front. On the Tremor, we also have a grille with the distinctive Tremor badge here in orange, the new Ford logo, and a front camera. Let's remember that this is to take off-road, also a grille or a bumper. With an integration with a different front-end design and recovery hooks in the same color, this characteristic Tremor color gives it more character. And another interesting thing it has is the new headlight group with an inverted L-shaped daytime running light and a projection LED headlamp. We have turn signals with regular bulbs, and the graphics here are also quite nice. The graphics on the hood. You can expect 42 miles per gallon in terms of fuel consumption. City traffic. That's 17 kilometers per liter and a range of 500 miles with a full tank. That's impressive. For the 2025 front-wheel drive hybrid model, the suggested starting price is $26,295 plus the $1,595 destination and delivery charges. Deliveries are scheduled for the end of 2024. Well, what did you think of the Ford Maverick 2025? The changes it's had, this whole update? Let me know down there in the comments. Rate it from 1 to 10. If you enjoyed this video, watch these other two. They're great as well. I choose them based on your preferences. See you in the next video, sending you a big hug.